Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to my tooltip being stuck. Well, apparently our regional building emerald extractor has been destroyed by the Empire of Peach Wildwalkers. Yeah, this is well, this is a thing that the Water Guardian can do, I think. It can destroy your buildings. Yeah, you can see he's over here. This is the extractor in question, I'm assuming. Yeah. Alright, well, that's annoying, but I guess not, like, super relevant. Alright, let's get moving. So he's going to be able to threaten our cities a little bit while we're doing this, since we've downsized our army through failure, basically. Oh no, the emeralds! If only my extractor wasn't destroyed. Actually, is that true? Hold on. Okay, no. If we were exactly one emerald short, that would actually be really funny. What a hero. What a legend. These guys coming to defend? I assume? He's got a hero and everything? Yeah, here it is. Alright, well... we should probably build a couple more troops. Just to play defense, you understand? And, it looks like they might be planning to threaten the capital? Can we buy a unit? 1310. We have 3656. Well, let's do this battle first. Figure out exactly how much money we have left. Yeah, the Wildwalkers don't have any archers left. Heroes potentially a problem. 89 damage, 204 attack, so damage and a half, I think. Pretty much all the time. Well, it shouldn't be pretty much all the time. It's supposed to be 25-75, I think, between damage and a half and normal damage, but I bet it will be a little bit more than we were hoping for. Okay, so I'm actually pretty happy with this arrangement. I guess the hero should probably be closer so that she actually uses her abilities. And they're not even bringing in any reinforcements, okay. So the centaur that has the higher health should go for this guy and absorb that hit. And everybody else, just focus the Justiciar down. Burn out the melee thing real quick here. I mean, I guess not real quick. Again, 507 health. Yeah, actually, like, really annoyingly slowly. Oh no, we're doing good damage. We'll be alright. It's nice to have real gear on. Oh, I forgot to manually command the hero to attack every turn. I'm still pretty annoyed by that. As you probably can tell. Okay. Everybody gets a turn of regen. Hooray. So unfortunately not a meaningful attack. Still just throwing single units away. Do we have enough move? Yeah, we could move down here, attack these units, and then move back and try to keep the cities safe that way. Really? Is it gonna take? It's gonna take 3 movement to move into? Man. City will be fine. I guess maybe that's not true. It's gonna have to deal with guardians. City will be fine. Let's maybe buy out some units at the end of the turn in a real rush here. We'll still be okay to spellcast. Okay, they're coming. They're circling back around for us anyway. For some reason, their cities. Oh, right, because the city's in siege. Yep. We don't need to cast any spells here, probably. We're getting spied on. That's fine. Everybody just, like, focus up, please. I'm not that concerned about what happens here, obviously. I don't think these Justiciars have much of a claim on us. Obviously, these aren't even the up-to-date models. These ones have less damage. They're not very good at fighting us. And that unit's a settler, so... He's fast, at least. You, please actually participate in combat. 12-hole defense. It's okay. Settlers are not made for combat, obviously. Alright, do I want to go for the city now? What do you want? +1 reinforcement position's not strictly necessary. Let's just get more initiative for our guys, I guess. A red spy. In Strahd. Damn it, being too close to the coast. It's my downfall. Alright, well, that's annoying. Ooh, Skoros is actually includable in this battle. Well, if they bring him in, we'll fight him. Hopefully they won't think of that. Hopefully they're attacking me with a single settler for no reason. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's absolutely a thing that this game would do. Okay, yeah. Everybody focus on Skoros. This is sort of like Skoros just attacked us. Damn it. Mind control on the first hit. This is the worst possible outcome for us. Alright, 278. If we can keep hitting like that, we'll be alright. Oh, this is gonna suck, actually. Yeah, because we're gonna take a bunch of AoE damage. Wait, why did this unit move? Oh, I see. There's a cliff face here. Yeah, that makes sense. At least the AI hits the same unit with him over and over again instead of trying to mind control different units all over the place. Also, I totally didn't give my units explicit orders to spread out. Which is a bad play. Can I stun my own guys? I'm actually not sure. So let's intentionally spread out a little bit, shall we? And you attack from over here, and you attack from over here. Okay. We're gonna lose a unit to mind control, but it's only gonna be one unit. Oh well. So yeah, you attacked us with a settler just as a way of including the Guardian. It's not a bad tactic. Alright, I think at this point we can just take the city. It doesn't have as many defenders as it looks like, because 4 of those units are settlers. Alright, this is definitely a fine time for some spellcasting. So let's... I'm pretty happy with our arrangement here, I guess. Move the hero up, I want to make sure, absolutely sure, we're getting our casts off. Alright, so we'll drop the stun right here so it locks the hero up. Because the hero is the only one with really good damage. And then... you guys attack there, you attack the hero directly, you two attack the hero directly. Yeah. If we can remove this hero from the battle, it's basically over. And we can. Alright, that is a lot of fortifications stripped. Man, that is like one of the all-time best champion stuns right there. You guys are really devoted to running as far as possible. I guess this is fine. You can go here and do that. Just trying to lock up some of the front justiciars, both because it prevents them from attacking my ranged units and it gums up the enemy's movement a little bit. Although actually it looks like they may both die. God, that was beautiful. This is like the most ideal possible combat for a bunch of zealots. Alright, well, this will be the end of this city. I don't know what kind of garrison the other city has. Probably close to full. Because the AI would rather keep a full garrison in every city than move any of those troops forward to defend each other. Alright, and that's one more player who no longer has their original capital. Yeah, just a bunch more settlers. I don't know what is going on with the AI and all the settlers running around everywhere. This is a good bit of population we took here. Oh, we're just under happy. We can correct this. Is there a bunch of wine, maybe? No, in fact, there is literally no wine on the auction house. Or on the market. We could get a bunch of dye, though. We don't need much to push us over. Yeah, let's get a load of dye and a load of spices. So what do we need to actually drop a booster now? 65. So we need 25 spices. And 65 dye. Alright, those are both things we would like to have running. And also, that moves us up into contentedness. Alright, I get a little worried there. We built some more troops, but now I think we're fine. What's the problem here? Wait, did I accidentally... I don't have another dust transmuter somewhere, do I? I don't think there's an easy way to check for that. No, if I did, it wouldn't have let me start building it, right? I guess this is the last city he had. If he was going to build it anywhere, it would have been here. No. Huh. Might be a display issue? Because it was coming along before we built those troops. Right, invalid prerequisite, but why? Give me more information. Okay, well obviously we turn around and fight this guy. Let's do it. That's what I thought. I am close, quote-unquote, close to an expansion victory, because I would only need to conquer an entire landmass to get there. There's not a simple way to look through all of your cities to find if there's a... Oh, it must be in Donaden. Right, I just took Donaden, so yeah. That could be the only cause, is the city I just took has one. Okay, well, I guess we'll, yeah, I know, but that's fine. We got lots of things we can do here. Actually, we're not that likely to use a dust depository, so let's not be on the rush there. Where else can we build an interesting... Gee, I don't even... I mean, I guess we can build out like this again. Yeah, what the heck. Well, maybe we build this way and grab this anomaly. It's kind of an oddly shaped city, but it'll be fine. Alright, red apparently is spying on us. Pink is probably still spying on us. Green might even still be spying on us. It's kind of hard to say. I suppose these guys can come up and join the front. I feel like the threat to our capital is resolved at this point. Alright, and that got us a source of dust water, which is nice. Alright, not a bad age. So let's have a look at tech. We need to get into the last tech era as quickly as possible. The first thing we want to research probably is scientific specialization, so we can get our science city really rolling with the lab tools. Obviously we want this as well. We're casting a lot of science pillars. Oh, hold on. Where's all this? Red spy, pig spy. Okay. Well, the pig spying problem is about to be resolved, I think. Oh, Jocelyn Duvall, right. Right, we have more units now. More heroes, rather. Alright, we're just gonna do the standard thing here. Move up the faction tree, get a bunch of extra dust production going, and then get Cold Operator. Alright, stand and fight, nerd. So obviously we get to determine the way this goes. I think we'll try to not attack with this unit this turn. Just have it move out of the way, and you can move over to here. Alright. And everybody else just kill. His health is low enough that if Neros hit him with damage and a half, it would have killed him. We might be able to not lose anybody. Although, actually, our units are moving backwards and stuff, because I didn't realize that there was a cliff here. So no, never mind. We're definitely going to have to attack again, which means we're going to lose another unit. Alright, go for it, everybody. Alright, he did not get damage and a half. I think he's still going to get to attack again now. Yeah, he is. Shoot. That means he's going to get a real attack off, too. Now that we're all slowed down by his intimidation aura. This is going to hurt. Ooh, wow, 412 to 4 different units. Damn intimidation aura. Okay, so let's buy out this unit. Just speed this up a little bit. Alright, Parandy doesn't have a... we still need cargo docks. That's right. Well, Parandy has some other things it can build in the interim. Alright, and let's drop districts, or pillars. So let's start with a dust pillar. And then science until we're out of money. Sounds pretty good. Just keep finding places to put them. This seems like a fine location. What does the next one cost? 800? Yeah, this will be the last one then. Who gets one? I guess Karandar does. Yeah, I'm still annoyed about this. It's so close to being able to, so close to being buildable, but there's only 2 tiles adjacent to it on land that we can build on. So the cargo dock would only be the 3rd district. Right, do minor faction... I don't believe minor faction villages count as a district, right? I'm pretty sure. I guess I've never actually tried that, using a minor faction village in that way. Let's definitely get dust depositories up. We're gonna go into some pretty heavy dust production here. Jeez, we don't even have markets everywhere yet. Some of our cities are pretty slow at building. This city could definitely use an expansion. Alright, we'll build down this way, pick up another anomaly. And honestly, you can just focus on dust. You have all your important buildings finished. Let's make a canal system too, though. And Tural. Alright, only one city left in this, this continent is finally ours. Alright, so we definitely want to pick up the rest of the stockpile tech if we're going to, the other stockpile tech. If we're going to try for a science victory, because we'll want to buy the science stockpiles off the market and probably make our own to some degree as well. He keeps running these armies into my territory like he has any chance of threatening me. Even if he does manage to take a city, we just take it back immediately after taking his good city. What he doesn't realize, I think, is that my cities are mostly garbage. Joke's on him. Let's go ahead and build this. We probably will want to change these guys over to dust sometimes. Gotta keep the blood crystals flowing. Who doesn't love blood crystal? Just rub it all over your face. Alright, yeah, we should get that up. We should pop this guy out and have him meet them. Yeah, the constant spying is very annoying. We're probably going to go ahead and research unlikely allies. I think that's the name of the tech. One that gives you the first science building. Alright, we can afford to siege these guys for a turn. Maybe even 2. Plus 15% initiative. We're gonna outrun these guys. Really? Yarrow? Why are they so obsessed with Yarrow? That's the one they were attacking before, too. The one Green was going out of their way to attack. Alright. I mean, they might take it. That totally could happen. So what does Atmos want to do? Yeah, sure, make a centaur. Somebody's got to go do this thing. How much money do we have exactly? 39.53. So let's buy these units. Oh, did the cost of our units go up? It did, because the cost of their cost is partially based on their level, and we produce higher level units now since we went up in era. Alright. Oh, our hero doesn't have any gear on. He's a governor, damn it. He's nothing but a bureaucrat. Alright, we're just gonna make them hack their way all the way through, through 3 of us, I guess. All we have to do is delay, basically. I might even just attack their city this turn. Try to get this over with so that they're not in the game anymore. Okay, you guys are in hold position mode now. It can take as many turns as possible for them to walk over here and then stun them. Go ahead and go get him. I'm gonna wait for the... I should have stunned him on the first turn. I'm gonna wait for the Justiciars to catch up and then stun him. Oh my, we're actually gonna... Oh dear, your units are very bad. I don't even think we're gonna bother casting the stun again. Save the dust. Yeah, Pink has made some bad choices. So do we want to just let him have it now with 160 points of fortification? I don't know exactly what's in the city. We're a little short-handed. Let's not push it. There's no reason to. So what does Euro have left in the way of fortification? 22. Okay. We're trying again. I guess I could have given that hero some gear, huh? Doesn't really seem necessary, though. Let's head toward Cold Operator, as we usually do. Yeah, Pink Spy wounded, but of course not caught. Pink Spy wounded, but of course not caught. It'd be a real shame if they didn't get to do a huge amount of damage to our population on the way out. To be perfectly honest, this is the only thing we really need, so I'm sure we can afford 8 titanium. I usually try to build things that I do have the prerequisite parts for first, but there's nothing else to build in that city anymore. Alright, same is true here. Let's buy, in this case, 25 titanium. Can we maybe speed that up a little bit? Alright. So this time we one-shot their hero. You know what? Maybe we just want to go on the offensive. Judging from how we were doing last time, they do have a lot more health than we do. My infantry, or my militia are only at 241. But yeah, let's play a little more aggressively this time. Maybe I'm being overconfident, but I think we can do it. Alright, so stuns. You do this. You do this. And actually, hold on. You move here. You move here. Okay. Well, I guess I actually don't get as much of a choice as I would like. So who's going to go first? This one goes first, yeah. So I'm going to assume that this unit's going to move to here, and we'll all gang up on her. Ooh, 0 damage. Guys, come on. Step it up a little bit. There we go. How do you do damage on a half? Okay, also, how do we get 4 zeros in 5 attacks? The odds of that are not good. Oh, it is true that the stun spell lowers their defense. I'm forgetting to factor that in. God, the stun spell is so good. Oh no, we lost a militia. Alright. Well, let's do this that Pink dies. And then we won't have to worry about their stupid army. Yeah, okay, this is not intimidating. Alright, so who gets left out of this stuff? Settler and Settler. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So we want to start our ranged units a little bit closer. The melee units are fast. They'll catch up. Actually, we should start our horses over here. Okay, so how dangerous is the hero? 72 damage. Alright, I think we want to go for this Justiciar. You know, to do maximum AoE. The hero will focus specifically on their hero. Where are you guys going to go? And then you can attack there, I guess? Okay. Good luck, us. helps to try to burn down these units that have Cavalry Slayer while they have no ability to punch back. Alright, we're going to have to endure one turn of their full fury here. The plan is not really changed. Yeah. The centaurs are going to take a little bit of damage this time out. Hopefully we can keep them from spreading out too much, because I want this next one to be just as effective as the first one was. Okay, they're grouping up pretty nicely. So we have a stun right here. This leaves a Justiciar active. Also that guy. Is this better? Yeah, I think so, actually. So this means those guys with their Cavalry Slayer don't get to do direct attacks. Yeah, that seems sensible. Use the hero as the anchor for our AoE attacks now. Since he's, the army's sort of shifted around a bit. Okay, guys, come on. You can do better than that. Alright, hero out of commission. Their troops have gotten in on us, but it kind of doesn't matter because they're so bad. If these were almost any other minor faction, this would be a lot more concerning. You guys shoot it. Don't focus on the settler, please. Okay, now hopefully Pink hasn't also placed an island settlement somewhere. Because if this is Pink's last city, then that army that they have down south, sieging Yera, will die at the end of the turn. Alright, we don't need to stun this. I suppose there's something to be said for intentionally sandbagging the turn and letting our units gain another turn of regen if we could just pull back, which we could have, because all of our close units are faster than the Justiciar. But that would not be very fun for me. That sounds real boring. Alright, fortunately, old resources are pretty cheap. Wow, look at the output levels of this city. This city has a lot of the special buildings. Yeah, Center for Mineralogy, Husbandry Center. That is handy. Does Redalta become our science capital? I mean, Amael does already have 13 pop. Just in case these guys don't evaporate at the beginning of the turn, let's have these guys run in. Okay. I think Pink should be dead. But they had so many settlers running around. If they saw empty land somewhere, I'm sure they capitalized on it. Okay, no, they're dead. Never mind. Alright, lives on only in tales. But Longfangs 3 was injured. How? He got injured by the guys sieging the city walls dying? That's weird. Oh, he got injured by a spy operation, maybe? No, there was no target governor or anything. Oh, hey, got the Eye of the Farthinker. Cool. And this is somebody closing their borders on me? Sure. Oh, Yerau lost population. Or didn't? I don't know what's going on. This is weird. It says invalid prerequisite, but this is telling me it's only going to be 3 more turns. Yeah, weird. Alright, anyway. The supply of titanium is not infinite. We will run out eventually. What did we just finish? Scientific specialization. So we gotta pick the science capital. Do I seriously not have geomic labs? I never bothered to get geomic labs. Well, at this point, we wouldn't be able to build another center for mineralogy because we already have one. So yeah, let's just move science capital over to here. So we want to grab Ipsawacha with his industry efficiency. Wait a minute. You're an Attican. Didn't I have a hero who was hired specifically for... Oh no, I decided not to do that, I think. Okay, well let's hire a hero specifically for the science capital. So, Science Boost 2 is not bad. You'd like Science Efficiency. Doesn't look like we have access to that. Weaver-Seago's not bad. Yeah, let's grab Weaver-Seago. It looks like we don't see a Science Governor, really. So let's grab Weaver-Seago and just put him in one of the smaller cities, one of the cities that needs a little bit of help with growth. Alright. With Food Boost 2 and Industry Boost 3, this is the best make my city into a real city hero in the game. Although the Food Boost 3, Industry Boost 2 Necrophage hero is also obviously pretty close. Alright, so what do we do with our army now? There's still a sea region that is in danger, but to be perfectly honest, I think the answer really is nothing. I don't think we're going to go try to march on anybody. I think we have a better chance of winning the game internally than externally. It would be satisfying to actually go and kill Green, but I mean, I'm sure we've crippled them badly enough that they can no longer win the game, so it would just be spite. I don't know, it didn't feel very lustful to me. Okay. Need even more Imperial funding. Yeah, that's the best thing to build here. Out of curiosity, we are going to try building a cargo dock in that other city to see if the minor faction will count as a district for the purpose of leveling the city up, but I would like to state that I'm pretty close to sure, pretty close to 100% sure that it will not. Alright, so we could afford to do this, which is potentially a lot of extra science. We're at 47% right now, so yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that for now. You guys just chill, I guess. Yeah, I don't know that we really need a standing army anymore. It's good to have military units to discourage attack, but attacking a player who owns their entire landmass is going to be a tricky proposition, even for an AI fleet of their the sizes those things usually are. Canal system is not actually useful until summer, so wait, is there something else we can do here? Yeah, let's do that instead. We'll put canal system on the end. So red is still spying on us super hard. After we get our pillar amplifiers, we're going to go back and pick up unexpected allies. And then there's a thing here too, but this is a little bit... Obviously the building is more expensive. Then we'll get this. I do think it's more important to get the spy buildings first. And then, like I said, we're going to want to make sure we get the stockpile technology. Okay, we have quite a bit of money, not nearly enough to rush a living lab. But we could start work on it pretty quickly. Well, yeah, let's buy this out. There we go. And not the living lab just yet, but let's get Imperial funding up. So we're short on everything. Actually, people are selling titanium to the market about as fast as we're buying it right now. So we might be able to maintain this pace for quite some time. How much time would we get off of that by switching? Okay, yeah, let's do that. We're pretty good at that thing. Do we want to build another... Yeah, this district would level up if we built here. I don't really have a strong plan for the shape of Amael. I'm pretty much just building districts where they are either grabbing us an anomaly or where they are approval neutral. So here, we'd really love to build an Abbey of Anomalies or something somewhere. Yeah, we'd like to build one here, probably. So we built one here, and then a district here and a district here would level these two districts up and give us more lucrative places to put pillars. Yeah, so I guess we'll build toward that shape. Oh, right, it's winter. These cities are always... We always have cities that just produce population and have no food surplus right as winter starts. Okay, we should actually probably have our army running around grabbing pearls. We should have pearls. Actually, let's make this the first priority, because that is a big stack. The spices of dyes have ended, but they've not taken us out of happy, and we're nowhere near fervent, so I don't feel any particular rush to get them working again. 3692, yeah, get it done. Alright, so we need to buy up quite a lot of materials for this one. And it's how much? 25... Alright, 12 turns until Living Lab to us. Oh my god, we have so many cities. And surprise, surprise, we need a bunch more titanium than that. Alright, well, as you can see, our science output should rise pretty sharply over the next few turns. I think we should be in a position to do this. Alright, we now have the ability to make Inquisitors divinities. We don't need to put them in every city. We should definitely put one in Strahd. 2157. We'll buy it out next turn. You probably don't need one. I can't remember if I saw Tural get hit or not. Let's just have Tural build another district. Sorry, what did I click? Oh, I clicked Watchtower. We really need that cargo dock. This city totally might be spyable from the coast. Let's just make sure it doesn't become an issue. Once you have the first science building, why is it at 0% security? Unhappy. We gotta fix that. Oh, it would be a lot better if we had the cargo dock, wouldn't it? Okay, done. Yeah, let's get Abbey of Anomalies on here. I think we could double that. That would be alright. So, Andorin and Strahd. Really, Andorin? Why? We'll buy this one out first. I can't imagine why. I mean, I guess it's visible from the coast. And we didn't catch either of the spies? Yeah. Alright. Well, I didn't leave myself, that was not a good time to buy a thing out. Didn't leave myself enough dust to go completely crazy with the pillars. Actually, we're fine. Soon up here, we're about to have the, yeah. Up here, we're about to have the increased science. We get some pearls, we can build some more specialized districts with them. Hi, Green. I can't help but notice that you have a thing in my lands. Maybe you could get the hell out of here. Let's go to the Arts Council. So how are we doing now? We're at 88%. So actually, let's buy some spices. We might be able to push over into fervency. Oh yeah, I took another city since then, right? Okay, is this good enough? It is. Awesome. Okay, hard not to feel good about that. And we have so many cities that need so many orders. Freyheim, I honestly don't... Well, yeah, we should probably keep building these. So how much titanium is up there? 84 again. Yeah, people are selling it rapidly. I'm making demand climb off of the very lowest value, so that's probably got something to do with it. Can we get a couple of turns off of this? Yeah. We might actually not be able to do this in every city right now. Yeah, we've actually run out of money. Okay, spend a turn building a burrow. Here. And then Yarrow can also, can be the beneficiary of the next group of pearls we get. Start that, Abbey of Anomalies up. Or we already have an Abbey of Anomalies in that city, don't we? I don't know. Make some of those, I guess. Is this city... We could probably refocus on science. Alright, so we still need quite a lot of text to move up. I'm going to close my borders to green, I think. I don't know what you're sending Guardians to scout in my empire for, but, huh. I can't close my borders to them. Wait, why? They closed their borders to me. Huh. That's strange. Or maybe it's not, and I'm missing something incredibly obvious. Could be. Alright, Donaden being on the... Well, it's not actually on the coast. I bet it's not that visible from the water. Yeah, let's just do this. Alright, so what is our science per turn compared to that of other players? I mean, first of all, let's look at number of technologies compared to other players. We're not as high up as some people. Where are the science? Nobody has a victory tech yet. But Red could. Red has enough techs. What about our science level, though? Okay, yeah, we're killing it. We can do this. Green Spy and Onderin. Yeah, we're working on it. Oh, I should research stuff. Imperial News Network? That's always a good one. Do we have enough? How much is it going to cost to buy this out? So next turn, we'll probably be able to, between the cost decrease from the effort we put into it and the amount of money we make. And then we have to go back and get the other stockpile technology so that our stockpiles are at maximum value. Ah, look at that. It's beautiful. And it's not that beautiful because it's in a big desert, but it's still kind of beautiful. I didn't have advanced funding yet, but I built. Alright, that's fine. We're getting pretty close on these from just natural mining speed. I'm not going to worry too much about them, although obviously the Dust Orchid is pretty great. I don't suppose there's enough Moonleaf. No, there's not. Kind of assumed there wouldn't be. Oh, we should check the marketplace again. Let's see if there is yet a hero who is well fitted to a science victory. Here we have Science Boost 2, and I mean, like, it's still Science Boost rather than Science Efficiency, but it is an Ardent Mage. There's a lot to be said for that. Okay, let's get her... let's get her up to Firestarter as quickly as possible. We should actually have this army... Let's detach the hero. The hero will run around and get pearls. We're going to have these units go be in this garrison to raise her her XP per turn. Green has declared war on us. Okay, maybe we're not doing that thing I just said. Let's reassign the hero. I hate them so much. What a tedious thing for them to do. Alright, Strahd has a couple of units in its garrison already. So apparently we actually are going to have to go across the sea and eliminate them if we are ever going to get any peace. But of course, with them controlling the sea, that's going to be a bit of a tricky task. We could try to get some diplomacy tech and maybe make friends with Red. Ensure safe passage that way. I mean, these are both important. Parendy can keep building infrastructure stuff. As can Karandar. I don't think Karandar should be in trouble. It's just sort of a generally good building. Increases your ability to do everything basically equally. Alright, and the other cities that are on the west coast are going to have to start focusing on war a little bit more. War readiness, at least. We still have 4K left. I was hoping to not have to do this. Alright, for now, let's make... What do we have? We have 6 units coming, but not very quickly. Alright, let's get a hero. Who will be useful for this city, but also a good fighter. Science Boost 3 is not terrible. And a ranged Vaulter hero will fight just fine. We could also go for the Food and Influence hero. Yeah, let's bring the Chief Set. So we'll assign you to Strahd. And we'll actually give you gear. Hold on a second. I'm going to totally remember this time. We do need to pick up some strategic armor techs, so that we can get a little bit of the boosting accessories going. Alright, so let's turn off show obsolete now. I can't believe Green declared war on me. What a tedious thing for them to do. And the dust shield, I'm sure we'll be fine. Apply. Also, I guess we don't have our units in the latest armor. So let's upgrade this. I'd love to go Eye of the Farthinker on everybody, but it's too expensive, man. We just can't afford the titanium. Oh, did I remember to upgrade their trinkets? I don't think I did. Yeah, I did not. Okay, units are slightly more formidable. I'm sure their units are pretty okay as well. Retrofit these two. Okay, that was expensive. Alright, we're all building stuff. Weapons made out of palladium shouldn't strain our pocket too much. Alright, Asala Arca is getting some XP. That's good stuff. Yep, Strahd is under attack. We're going to have to take it back, unfortunately. There's no way we can stop them from getting it, I don't think. They might not attack it this turn because it does have quite a bit of fortification. So they may want to try to wear it down. Alright, we're going to attack their hero or their guardian from behind on this coming turn. This is such a tedious thing for them to have done. I'm very annoyed with them. Is Zarcha Atenul's gear up to date? It's not entirely. Her weapon is, though. That's the important thing. Alright, Waver Seago. Do that thing you do. Just keep heading toward Cold Operator. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Still needs orders? Oh, we have a zealot over here that I pulled out. Is that the only loose troop we have? Yeah, Tural has an expanded garrison, or expanded militia. Alright, now let's go back, I think, and get the other stockpile tech. And probably fluid biomechanics, because the large-scale aquatic center will be worthwhile. And we still need to get this. That's definitely very important. And what do we need? One more after that? Yeah, one more. To be perfectly honest... yeah, it's probably this. Let's see if we can get this army merged together and attack this guardian before anything happens on this turn. Okay. So at this point, it is okay to purchase all of the science stockpiles. It's not very many, sadly. Alright. So the question is, will they funnel in to defend their guy? My suspicion is no, honestly. Oh, he's first. So he goes 1-2. Can we wait out of range? Why is he first? Why is he gotta be so fast? Actually, no, I don't think we can wait out of range. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's not any further out. Yeah, okay, we can't wait out of range, so whatever. And if they bring in units on the reinforcement pads, we are prepared to blow them the hell up. Okay, there's probably only going to be like 2 turns of this at most. That's annoying, but better than him grabbing a zealot. We should be able to do this in 2 already. Maybe even 1 if we get lucky. Come on, big damage and a half. There we go. No, didn't quite get it. That's annoying. Not a lot of damage though. Alright, so we brought down their Guardian and took a very small amount of damage on a couple of our units doing so. We'll attack this army on the coming turn and totally own him. Alright, we're not going to do anything with our dust. We're saving to go totally nuts on science pillars. So how scary are his units? 114 damage? It's actually basically what they were before, isn't it? Only 181 health, 64 defense. Yeah, these guys are basically the units we were fighting before. Huh. Alright, well, we have a pretty big advantage here. First of all, I don't know why it keeps starting me so far back. Obviously, I want to be nose to nose with these guys. Secondly, here? Yeah, that's gotta be right. Yeah, I guess you would... No, you attack him straight. You attack him... Or him. Get him. Because that guy's outside the stun range. And we... Yeah, I like a lot of these orders. You guys attack the guy in the middle for maximum... Yeah, actually, this is really good targeting. My centaurs naturally wanted to spread out their attacks over the non-stunned units. My zealots all wanted to attack the guys who are in the middle of the scrum. This is good. Aw. We had such an impressive streak going. Yeah, now that I see what his troops are like, I am doubly confused as to why he would bother to attack us. Yep, those are the orders I would give. This guy is the new center. Although I guess he's not really the new center because he's going to die instantly. Yeah, my units have gotten so much better since our last war, and theirs have not. I was concerned, but maybe going over there and finishing them off would be trivial. I guess the danger is really crossing the water. As long as they control the sea, we don't really have a good way of retaliating. Which is maybe what the AI was thinking. That with control of the sea, there wasn't a lot of danger to attacking, and maybe something cool would happen. I don't know if the AI thinks about their plans that in depth. I don't know what I have no idea what the AI programming looks like. Arts Council. That seems good. Plus 10% science. Yeah, let's make science happen. Alright. We are apparently not going to need to upgrade our units' weapons after all. Let's go get some more stuff. What do you call it? Pearls. So I'm kind of waiting until the Arts Council is done here before I pop those science stockpiles. I just want to get the maximum possible multiplier in Redalta. Then we've entered the final era. The music for this era is a lot eerier than the music for the previous eras. So we need things that improve science output now on this guy. Don't have a ton of options there. I don't remember which armor research it is to get the proper accessory. It would be 1 turn probably, right? It might be... Science might be titanium. It's probably titanium. So we'll do that, and then we'll get on this. Oh, and we're over the hour, actually. So that's, let's finish this turn and wrap it up. I don't want these guys to go too far from the coast, because I don't know if Green's going to attack again. We want to be in position to take him down if he does. Large-scale aquatic centers. Yep, that's the next thing. You use an arts council yet. We want to make sure everybody stays fervent when we stop paying for the Empire plan that gives us the approval, because we want to switch our Empire plan way deep into the science branch now. Okay, so let's, at this point, put down some science pillars in this city. I'll put another one here. And, you know, I'm going to plan to build out burrows so that we can get a little even better coverage. And then in Amael, we're going to put up a pair of dust pillars. No, we'll put up 1 dust pillar. I'm sure that'll be sufficient. And we're just going to make a lot of science pillars. This one's not perfectly ideal, but it's still pretty good. That's a good spot for one. These little like nooks in our cities that are ideal for dropping pillars in. Yeah, 25-20. That's right. I'm willing to, you know, be a little spendy. That's a good spot. Okay. So, that's going to be the end of this episode. You guys, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. If you are, leave likes and comments and whatnot. You know, all that YouTube stuff that helps me out so much. And come back next time, tomorrow. I think we might actually be able to put this game to bed next episode. And we'll see you then.